this moment. I want to greet you all from the community of Charlestown, all the way over there in West Portland, under the Blue Mountain. Today we are here to celebrate with Accompong this day, the Maroon Treaty Day. Of course, the theme that Accompong has chosen is actually an excellent theme. It's preservation of culture while maintaining the future. How can we preserve our culture and maintain our future? That's the first question we all need to ask ourselves. Are we preserving our culture and maintaining our future? Is there a possibility that in the near future that we will still have culture within our hands? Our foreparents had fought long and hard so that we can stand here today, or we can sit here today within this function to talk about preservation of culture. We have to, and when I say have to, I mean we have to most definitely look into what we have to preserve. We have a wealth that no one, and when I say no one, the government of Jamaica don't have that wealth. If they want to know about our culture, they have to come to us. If the ambassadors want to know about our culture, they have to come to us. So we have something indeed that worth preservation. Now it is important that we go out there. We do not only just talk that we are a Maroon and that we are in a Maroon community, but we talk about what our foreparents had fought for. Why is it important for us to preserve and protect and to take care of so that we can pass it on? That's maintaining. In passing on your knowledge, while doing it, you have to pass down knowledge of true reference. So it doesn't mean that you're going to tell them that the treaty was signed on a certain year when indeed it was, in fact, in 1738 or 1739. So we at Charlestown, we are all about preserving the future, the culture, and preparing people of a better understanding so that they too can see what it is and what it meant to preserve and to share and to, give knowledge of. At the museum, our motto is the Maroon, by their daily struggle for freedom. They forged for an identity according to which they judge themselves. Now the struggle and the identity, if it was not understood, then any judgment of the Maroon wouldn't have been valid. So the Maroon, Mr. Bartley, they decide that they want to see something. So they stood up against the British soldiers. They fought. They brought them to their knees. They signed the treaty so that we today can live the culture and live the life that have never been there before and that worth preserving. And so at Charlestown we have a museum that we keep things. In Accompong they do have a museum. So they keep the things in there, the history, the names, the title, where they were from and how to use them. How many of us know about them? How many of us stop to look? How many of us think about it? How many of us see the vegetation as a main part of preservation? Why is it that we have to be fighting for the cockpit country, right? Why is it that we have to stand up out there to say, well, the cockpit country is important? Do you see a rainfall without the cockpit country? Do you see a shoreline without the cockpit country? Do you see a beautiful Jamaica, the urban sites, all that is around? Do you see them without the cockpit country? It is our duty to go out there to talk about preservation and to ensure it is done. So just let us do like the Sankofa bird, take from the past, bringing to the future. And so we are going to actually show you some of what our preservation is through dance, songs, and drumming.